CROWS Go. Second song.
CROWS Go.
Third song.
Third song on the album.
On the album. I started writing the song.
You made a nice little demo.
Made a nice demo, and the demo I still have, and I found it the other day.
It sounds like this.
The barn shakes when the wind blows. I do not know where the time goes. I lost track when those cowboys rode on bareback, making all that noise.
Very funny, very different.
Wow.
Not funny.
I like the percussion.
The percussion is me banging the guitar.
Really?
Yep, come
Nice.
something like that. And I showed it to you guys,
Yep.
and I guess I got the thumbs up.
Yeah.
I don't really remember having to like.
Gregor shows us a lot of songs.
Yeah,
And-
most of them
Yeah.
don't happen, and then they inevitably go onto the Gregor Dobson solo album.
Yeah.
As in
The
the void,
graveyard,
the
yeah,
graveyard
yeah.
of songs. But yeah, I wrote the song. I immediately decided that it was from the perspective of a cowboy, no longer me, but a cowboy. So there's a little bit more twang to it, and in the demo, there's like a lot more twang in the vocals. There's 2 songs where I take over a different persona
Yeah.
of a cowboy. This is the first song.
Stay tuned. To figure out the other one. Then shortly after that, I was like, Gregor, man, I love this riff. We need to like actually come up with a structure for the song and like figure out what happens after the second chorus.
And
like,
that's when I put the
it
blanket
together.
over my head and ran away. Because I'm scared of finishing
Yeah, you
songs.
hate that shit.
I hate when Zach says that.
So I was like, come over to my little home studio closet and we'll figure out what to do.
Yeah.
And so then we spent like hours. Like we
At
spent
least.
hours working on this demo version of CROWS Go where we figured out what would happen after the second chorus, and it was insane. It was like going into this crazy jam part, and then there was like all this like math rock stuff, and then it like suddenly went into like doing the whole song again but 2 semitones higher.
Yeah.
And then there were
Well,
like,
like,
2
bridged
guitars playing over top of each other in like dissonant harmonies
Yeah.
that sounded bad on purpose. Kind of like other songs of ours. We just made like a nonsense
It was like
demo for
an
hours.
8-minute song.
And then the whole way through we were like, this is so good, this is so good. And then we like, we're done
There was, like,
demoing.
no-
And we listened through the whole way, and when we listened from start to finish, we were like, let's delete this.
There was
Let's
no
just-
hesitation. We both looked at each other and were like, this can't be heard.
Yeah, and we deleted it. We didn't even save it until
No,
look at later.
no, we deleted it completely. And then Johnny was like, so how'd writing go? And we were like, we have nothing.
Don't talk about
we have
it.
nothing.
Don't ask us.
So then, I guess like one of the more important times that we jammed it was again at the end of recording the live barn video for King of OK.
Yeah.
And we had like a handful of new songs, and we got to CROWS Go, and we were playing it. And like we played the 2 verses and the 2 choruses, and then we didn't really know at that point what was gonna happen. So we kind of just kept playing
Kept playing the chorus.
the chorus just over.
And then without any of us like saying we were gonna do this, we all just started doing this thing where we were playing the chorus, but each of us would like stop playing and then come back in, and we'd like leave out bits. And so like Johnny was constantly like playing and then he'd stop, and then he'd come back and like I'd do the riff, but then I'd like stop, and then I'd like come back at a different time, and like all of us played like the chorus part, but it was like constantly falling apart and then like finding itself again.
Yeah.
And then we did that for a while.
And then we
were
found
like,
our way
"That's
back
cool."
into the chorus, like it happened,
Yeah.
and then we just sung it. And then at the end, like Simon and I were doing the vocals, and then after we finished, Johnny was like, we need to end like on that last vocal, and we'll do
Yeah.
it twice or something.
But from that moment on, we were like,
We'll just,
when we play this at a show, we should just improvise
Yeah.
a part and then go back into the chorus at some point.
and that's Johnny had like he hits his cymbal 3 times, and that's like how we all knew to come back into the song. He goes dun.
He hits
Oh,
it
just
6
kidding.
times.
He hits it 6 times.
Yeah.
I don't know how to count, but that's like we would just improvise and play random stuff until we heard those 3, and then we would all
and
just
we're
come
like, oh,
back.
chorus time. And we did that for like a year. We would play it and improvise the bridge every time.
And I mean,
then
it
eventually
slowly
we recorded the album.
started to, like, I started to know exactly what I was going to do after a while. But I'd still, like, go out of bounds with it. But I knew that, and then everything I play isn't on the album anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
Because Zach, then also, you went and took the song and created the demo version of the bridge as well,
which is like pretty much exactly what's on the album now. Yeah,
and it's really cool.
And now
my
we
guitar
like
part didn't make it. Very cool.
Man, that the drum beat in verse 2 is one of my favorite things about the whole album. Like when we go into the second verse, Johnny starts doing that crazy.
Yeah.
beat.
No, I was gonna say something about Johnny's drumming being like my favorite on one of the other songs. Then I realized that every single song Johnny does,
he's just a fucking
just something insane.
Just a beast.
And he does it with ease.
Yeah.
He's
not even trying.
We'll play something wild, and we'll all be like, and Johnny will be like, and I'll just hit everything, and it'll sound great. So Johnny, if you're watching, keep up the good work.
You're doing great.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
We've told you this. Anyways, that's Crows Go.
That's Crows Go.